Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I just want to say Merry Christmas to you all and a Happy New Year. I hope that everyone has safe holidays and that you enjoy your time off and definitely take some time to wind down and relax no matter what you're doing, if you're studying, if you're working, or if you're already on holidays, just relax some more. For today's video, I'm just going to be doing a Christmas inspired makeup look using red, green, gold, white, and of course some glitter. So if you would like to see how to create this look, then please keep watching. So as you can see, I've already got my base makeup on, like my foundation and everything else other than eyeshadow. So to start off with my eyeshadow, I'm just going in with my Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette and just taking this creamy shade here called Desert Sand just all over the lid on a Real Techniques setting brush, just to help all the colours blend together. So going back in with my Desert Dust palette, I'm just going to take a Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease brush and just taking this kind of dark red shade here called Saffron, and I'm just going to start blending that through the crease and on the outer corner to start getting some red happening. So just taking another Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite Crease, I'm just going to take this, just like a light orange kind of shade, in the shade Eden. And I'm just going to help blend that red up towards the eyebrow. Going back in with Saffron. Just going to add a bit more pigment where we lost it in the blending. And going back in with a little bit of Eden. So we all know I dislike Colourpop eyeshadows. Not all of them, just the Super Shock shadows. But I'm just going to take this Super Shock shadow here in the shade Paradox. It's just like a dark kind of maroon burgundy shade. And I'm just going to take a tiny little bit of that on a pencil brush. This here is just the Smashbox Smoky Shadow. And I'm just going to try to deepen up that outer corner a little bit and also the crease. I think I've already mentioned before in like my Colourpop first impressions kind of video, I think it was the third video I posted if you do want to see that. But I think the reason I don't really like them is because they're quite creamy, but they're too creamy. They're like wet. So they just, I don't know. I just find I have to be very careful with them and not go in with too much product at a time. And I've found that they don't blend together. They blend a bit easier with other shadows from like other brands, but trying to blend two Colourpop Super Shock shadows together is a bloody nightmare. Just gonna try blend this out a bit. And then going back in with Eden. Just gonna blend that out right up at the very edge again. So to cut my half crease, I'm just going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape And just taking a small brush, this is it says eyebrow mascara brush. Can't remember what brand this is from. This was like one of the first ever makeup brushes I got given as a little present. So no idea where that's from. This line isn't going straight. Alright, now that my creases are somewhat mediocrely cut, it's time to put some colours on. So, I've spoken about this in my last video, I think it was, and my favourite shimmery gold shadow has got to be in my Laura Lee Cat's Pajamas palette, and it's the shade Scatterbrain. So I'm just going to take a small packer brush. This one here is again by that weird brand, I'm not sure what it's called, and it says 863. So just going to put that kind of on the middle part of the lid and working it into the inner corner, but not quite as far as the inner corner, because we're going to put something else there. So I know I'm definitely not amazing and perfect at makeup. I definitely do a few errors and, you know, my half creases aren't always straight or whatever. But I feel like that's one of the funnest parts about sitting down and filming, is that I'm always constantly learning like new techniques and what works best for me, and always like improving myself. So it's like, I feel like we're on a journey. I get to provide content for you, but for people who, you know, aren't great at doing their own makeup, such as myself, like I'm decent but I'm not perfect, definitely. But I feel like as I'm progressing, you guys can progress, and we'll all just be progressing together, and it'll be one big happy journey. So I'm just blending this gold in with the red a little bit. I might just give my brush a tiny spray of Fix Plus just to help get a little bit more kind of shine and shimmer to that gold. Now I'm just going to take that tiny little pencil brush again that had that Colourpop shadow on, and I'm just going to very lightly blend over this edge here. Alright, now for the lower lash line, I want to do green, and the only green I have is this single shadow here by Australis. It's just like a khaki green colour, so hopefully it goes alright. I assume it will because it's like a nice shimmer. And I'm just going to take that on some sort of brush. I'm just going to take that on this Smashbox Full Exposure brush. It just came in my Full Exposure palette. I'm just going to sweep that from outer corner to inner corner. Just going to take a smaller brush. This here is just the end of that brush that I used the gold with, so it's just like a small kind of tapered, it looks like an eyeliner brush, but I just need it for like a very sharp point, just to get right into this inner corner. And just taking a fluffy blending brush with no product on it, I'm just going to kind of blend these edges here of that green. And now for some fun stuff. Taking a glitter glue, whichever glitter glue you have, I just use, well, the only one I have is just the BYS. And then taking a brush, whatever brush you use for your glitter glue. I don't have a specific one. This here is just like a tiny little lip brush apparently. And then just taking a tiny little bit of your glue, I'm just going to dab that on the inner corner, down a little bit along the lower lash line and up into the gold. Next I'm going to take this here NYX metallic glitter pellets. I don't know what that is or what language that is. And then just taking a small little packer brush again. Just gonna take that same gold one, just wiping off that gold. And then we're just gonna put that on the inner corner, on top of that glue. That glue that doesn't seem to want to hold any product. Just gonna put on some more glue. And then I'll try to be a bit quicker this time. And then going back in with that. It's not exactly turning out quite like what I wanted. So what I might do, just dusting all that glitter off that brush. I have this Australis Metallics shadow. It's like a foil, I guess, in the shade Amy Whitehouse. Just gonna take a little bit of that. I'll swatch it first so you can see what it looks like. I love these things. So it's just like a very kind of shimmery shadow. I've got a couple of these in like a gold shade and a pink shade also. I'm just gonna put that in my inner corner. I thought that glitter was gonna be a bit more white. That wasn't quite what I was after. Now my inner corner is just looking all like, ugh. Probably should have put this stuff on first. See, I'm just trying to build up like a whiter kind of base to put that on top of. I don't even have like another white glitter I can use. So I'm just gonna have to keep persevering. I might try to put it on with a Q-tip. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. I'm just disappointed that it's not quite as white as I thought, but nonetheless it still looks festive as I'm just highlighting my brow bone with my Tarte's Pro Glow To Go palette and using the shade here, Burst, in the middle. I'm just putting that right under my eyebrow, because when it comes to Christmas, the more shimmer and glitter, the better. And to finish off my look, I'm just going to put on some mascara and also some false lashes. So I just put on a tiny little bit of mascara. This is just the Benefit Roll Lash, and for my lower lashes I used my Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express, as always. If you watched my last video, you would know that or if you've watched any previous videos, you'll know that I like to apply my lash first and then put mascara on afterwards. But in my last video, I thought I'd try it the other way, and I feel like it went a lot better than I expected. So I thought I'd try it again. Still not sure which way I prefer, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated, that's for sure. For my lashes, I'm just using some wispy lashes by a brand called Callisto Beauty that I found on Instagram. I've talked about them before. They're faux mink lashes. I don't really like, but they're synthetic ones because they have a nice thin band. I do like those, so I'm just using a style from her 5 synthetic pack. I can't remember what they're called. Also, if you haven't been on my Instagram lately, I am doing another giveaway. You are going to win a Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. That stuff is amazing, hence why I'm giving it away. The winner will be announced on the 1st or the 2nd of January. I think it's the 2nd, day after New Year's. So make sure you are entered in that. All the details for the entry of the giveaway is on my Instagram, of course. So yeah, very exciting stuff. So I definitely could have cut the inner corner of these a bit shorter, but it's on now and I can't be bothered starting that again. I mean, it definitely feels good to not have to worry about like blending your lashes in afterwards, or like I'm done, like once the lash is on I don't have to put more mascara on or anything. So now they can just sit and dry and I'm done. Thank you for sitting with me and watching another video. If you did enjoy my video and you love the look I created, which I do, I think it's very festive, glittery, all that Christmas is, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video.